Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Controller Gentleman, and welcome to a new Let's Play. I know it's been a while as well. It's been a good solid 7-8 months since I've last uploaded, but at the time of this recording, but don't worry. I plan on making that a more regular thing now, and to celebrate, I figured we start a new Let's Play. But don't worry about Super Mario Galaxy, that's not going anywhere. That will be resumed as soon as we finish this one. I had a sudden change of heart when it comes to that Let's Play because this game got released and it's my favorite game of all time and it finally got a remaster, and so I figured it's just shorter anyway, so a shorter game before we go back to a big Mario platformer, I feel like that's appropriate. Without further ado, let's dive into the game. Sonic Colors Ultimate is going to be our new Let's Play we're tackling. When this game first came out, it was November of 2010, and it was my favorite Sonic game at the time, and now it's evolved into my favorite game of all time. And as you can see here, the people who made this remake were Blind Squirrel Games, and they came under some heat when this game released, but let's not focus on that. Let's focus about the good times, and let's reach for the stars. Alright, that opening video, what you guys just saw, was the opening video that plays every time you boot up the game. And the soundtrack that played from that, the song was Reach for the Stars, but it's the new remix they made just for this game, and that remix was first shown off in the 30th anniversary symphony they had on June 23rd of 2021, which was this year at the time of the recording, but it's October 1st at 4:30 a.m., but that's not the important part. What's important is that this is Sonic Colors Ultimate. So a couple rules for the road for this Let's Play is that, for one, we're not going to be able to 100% every level in the first go-around. They designed this game to where you have to replay the levels once you get more of the wisps unlocked. And what's a wisp, you may ask? Those little guys floating in the background, one's flying through. As you can see on the main menu, you can kind of, just change the perspective of it just by moving the control stick, which is a nice little detail. And when it comes to any differences from the Wii original, I will be tackling that in a bonus video. Unless there's like a small detail I can point out when we get to it, but before we start though, we're going to quickly change the controls because I tried doing a practice recording before this and I remember just how cheeks the controls were by default, but it looks like the ones I changed to, it's saved, okay. So without further ado, let's start the game, shall we? And if you're wondering what platform I am playing this on, I am playing this on the Xbox Series X. I was going to do the Switch version, but yeah, that was really, really buggy, and we're not going to do that, but... So basically what this is, real quick, is the navigator. Like Tails just said, he will explain everything to you guys, but you guys got me, so... Sorry, Tails. You're staying off, buddy. And just like in 2010, how it shocked everybody, there's no cutscene, no story, just immediately thrown into the gameplay. That's how many people like their games, but I'm more of a story-first kind of guy. But welcome to Tropical Resort Act 1. When this game first launched, I remember getting this game for Christmas, and fun fact, it had a cool pre-order bonus. It had a Sonic hat that was like stuffed quills and ears and stuff. I'm trying to think. When this game came out, I was like 9 years old. Wow, that's crazy to think about. But as you can see, it's just introducing us now to more robots to smash and the boost. In this game, this takes the daytime levels from Sonic Unleashed and just gave more of the fans what they wanted. And one of the new features exclusive to Color's Ultimate is a timed homing attack. Basically, if you time your homing attack before the ring turns off, then you get a little extra boost. Just like that, and you hear a nice little rainbow effect, but if you just do it normally, no harm. And what we just collected were known as park tokens. In Sonic Colors Ultimate, they added this feature where you can actually design Sonic's, or not design, but wear different color shoes and gloves. Now we have a little trick ramp right here where my favorite part of the game is how you just press A and the guy just goes off. It's like, whoa, dude, you're doing some crazy stuff. But like I said, the rules of this Let's Play, if there's any red rings I can grab, I will automatically grab them, and we're going to try and go for S ranks, and we're also going to try and go for every achievement possible, which means all 46 achievements will be unlocked one way or another. But unfortunately, since we don't really have access to many of the power-ups, we really can't do much. So we're just going to keep grinding on these rails, and just have a fun time in the Tropical Resort. Now, one thing I'm really happy about is that they took the amazing soundtrack for this game and put it on Spotify, but now we're at the end of level 1. Man, I feel like I'm just juggling between topics over here, but there we go. Let's see what we get. And fun fact, there are numbers here because you can actually break them, as you can see me doing. And if you break them, you actually get a Tails balloon. I was going to explain this at a later point, but... Alright, cool, the achievements do pop up on here. Alright, cool. Well, there you go. That's how you get that achievement. But, yes. So, from the one difference already from the 2010 original that I really don't need to show gameplay of is that they got rid of the live system in this game. Meaning if you die, there's no consequence. You can just keep on going with essentially everything you had. Although the Tails save balloons, he'll just pick you up and just drop you right back off from where you kind of died from and just give you all your rings and points and stuff. But that's so far the first difference to note of already. But, again, there's no story yet, and they just throw us right into Act 2. Nice little fountain there. I don't want to explain the story too much yet, because there's literally going to be a cutscene in a little bit that will demonstrate it, but... So basically, the collectibles that we collect in this game are known as Red Star Rings. They're basically your way to unlock a special surprise into the game, which I really hope to cover, which we will get to cover, because, like I said, I'm going to 100% this game, but... Strange how we have a little rod here that we can't access yet, but as you can see, I'm a huge fan of that, huh? Get it? Because I just wrote the fan? No? Alright. Well, let's just blast off again. But as I was saying earlier, this game took the daytime levels of Sonic Unleashed and made a full game out of them. Because everyone loved the adrenaline rush that it gave them, and I kind of fell for that too. And one thing to note about the boost, it will actually attract rings to you, so if you want to boost, please make sure there's rings around, even though it's just to go fast as well, but... One thing Sonic Colors is also known for was its slow little pace of platforming right here, where it'll just sound like, just switch to 2D and just start platforming. But as I'm stuttering amazingly, I'm just going to keep homing attacking these guys, get some boost going up. That's enough. Now, before you do that, don't immediately hit the exit right here, because there's a red star ring right behind it that we're going to collect, and if you go to left and right, there will be 2 park tokens. Right there and there. Now you hit the exit. Remember, that always got me when I played it on the Wii, and I was like, wait, what? There's a red star ring behind it. But yeah, Act 2, another B rank. Not bad. Another thing that kind of stinks, like I was talking about earlier, is that the game kind of blocks you off from getting S ranks and stuff in certain levels because you need to use the wisps in order to actually get color bonuses. And I'll explain more of that as we go, but... Also, there's an achievement on here where if you break every letter grade, you will get an achievement. Meaning, the highest rank you can get in any stage is an S rank, but if you break an S letter, an A letter, a B, a C, and a D, you will get an achievement. So, don't be afraid to get a D rank every now and then, because you kind of need to in this game for an achievement. Alright, so without the first cutscene, that brings us to the hub world of the game. And that's basically explaining something I will explain once we get to it, but I'll kind of go into that more once you finish Tropical Resort. But welcome to the hub world. So basically the plot of this game is that Eggman built an amusement park, I guess because this game I think takes place after Sonic Unleashed, so in that game he broke the world apart, as crazy as that sounds, so I guess to say sorry he built this amusement park. But just like Sonic said, that can't be it, it's Eggman. But without further ado, let's head into Act 3. So one thing to note that since this game is a remake, they actually decided to do more than the standard and remake the entire soundtrack. And fun thing I've noticed, it could just be because, you know, I played this game way too much, and since it's my favorite game of all time, I noticed small details. But I noticed that in the remake of the track, something seems off from the original, where it's like, kind of like how when you first appear here, it's like, whoa, it's an amusement park, but something can't be right. But before that, quickly stomp down here to get yourself another red star ring. Because they want you to use the laser wisp and blast off, but we're not going to do that just yet. Instead, we're going to slide under here and just make our way down, get some more boost, and keep going along the rails. Even though it's not a rail, but yeah, like I said, it could just be because I played this game way too much and I love the soundtrack way too much. It's like, it adds a sense of mystery to it. It's like, huh, that's a little off. Why would there be random piano keys here? But let's talk about the music. Let's talk about the brand new power-up we just got, the laser wisp. This is the Scion Wisp, and if you hold Y, you can charge and actually aim where you want to put this thing and just shoot yourself like a laser. But one thing I was talking about, though, when it comes to this game, is that you get color bonuses for every wisp you use except the standard boost. So in order to get S ranks, that's essentially what you have to do, is not get hit, keep as many rings as you can, and just use the wisps a lot. And one difference, again, that I briefly touched on earlier, is that if you get the rainbow homing attack down, it actually gives you a little extra boost to keep the speed going non-stop. But since there's free rings down here, we're going to take those as well. But there's a lot of stuff to go over in this remake that, like I said, if it pops in my head, I'll try and go over it, but if not, then I'm sorry, but it will be covered in a bonus video. My goal for each video is to do one world per video, so we'll see how well that goes. Here we go. I think, yep, you get that, you boost into that and slide. And also, if you get a good chunk of robots in one fell swoop, a slam will appear, which just gives you an extra point bonus. And here's the Tails balloon. So, in the original game you had lives. What I will demonstrate here is that, but if you get a Tails balloon, and if you, say for example, just, you know, somehow mess that up like that, even though I did that on purpose, Tails will bring you back with no harm, no foul. Except you lose a balloon. But because I'm really good at this game, I'm just going to style and kill all these robots because it's built different. And then achievement unlocked, my body is a weapon. Destroy 50 enemies using homing attacks. And it's literally just because, you know, just like the achievement said, just kill a lot of robots. Just keep on going by. If you head back a little bit ways over here, you get another laser wisp that you can use. And we have the favorite trick pads of mine. I love how the guy just gets more excited the more you press A. He's like, whoa, dude, you did some crazy stuff there. And if you actually listen closely, in the background of some of the videos, in the background of some of the levels, you will hear Eggman on a PA announcement. Like, I don't know if you heard him just now, but you hear Eggman through funny times throughout the game, talking on his PA announcements. But, let's see here. A student. Take a while to guess what that achievement could be for. Grab that park token real quick. That's another thing. You are timed on the results screen of how much you can move Sonic. And once that bar fully depletes, you can't move him anymore. But so, we're not getting that Tails balloon, which makes me a little upset, but that's alright. And now we have more of the world map. So this game is broken into 6 acts, and each of those planets right there are all ones we're going to be going to in the near future. And a fun fact, when it came to the remixes for the soundtrack, 9 times out of 10, the first 3 acts will be the remixes, and the last 3 will be the original tracks, because each act has, or each world has 6 acts. So, as we go into Act 4, they made this one the remix one for some reason, because I guess Act 3 was too iconic to change, but I don't mind it. After playing this game for a little bit, some of the soundtracks are hit and miss. Like, some of them are good in my opinion, but there's one once we get to World 2 that's kind of from the original. These guys, oh, I hate these guys. Basically, their whole gist is that if you hit them once, they will spout out some rings. But if they hit you, what they will do is that they'll just keep, throwing spikes at you. And I don't appreciate that. Go down here, break those boxes, get another park token. Each level has hidden secrets where you can get more and more park tokens. And there goes that good rank because I got hit from them. Let's just finish the stage and move on to Act 5. Let's see. A B rank? Not bad. Like I said, this game was made to be replayed several times because the game not only keeps track of your red star rings, but they also keep track of your ranks. Meaning, if you get an S rank, that will contribute. But here's a cutscene. Oh no, I don't care if the Microsoft isn't installing. That was embarrassing. But anyway, there we go. That cutscene finished up. So far, my only complaint with this game that still holds true is that the story really isn't the best. But this game was made in 2010, and so when they were focused at the time just bringing in the audience from the Wii that played all the Mario games, their concern really wasn't with them having a darker, gritty story. But as you can see here, one detail I failed to skip out on, every time you are about to encounter a new wisp in the level, they will appear in the hub world right there. But if you walk over it, they disappear. But let's start Act 5. And fun fact, the person who voices Sonic the Hedgehog in this game is Roger Craig Smith, who you might know him as Mirage in Apex, Captain America, and I think the Marvel's TV show. Kate Higgins voices Tails, and Mike Pollock voices Dr. Eggman. But now we have the new Wisp. I really feel bad for just juggling from topic to topic here. But this is the new Wisp they introduced for this game and this game only. In Sonic Colors Ultimate, we just use the Jade Wisp, which is exclusive to this version, like I said. And I think it's pretty cool how to remake the game, they threw in the exclusive Wisp from, I think Team Sonic Racing? Is what the Wisp originated from. But like I said, the whole point they added this Wisp is just to give new cool areas to the game and just, add a little bit of exploration. But also that, oh, I shouldn't have got hit there. That was my own stupidity. But when they redesigned the levels, they actually removed some of the red star rings from the original game. But I think, that's a little cool fun fact there. But now we have a level just to pretty much use Laser and another Wisp that we haven't unlocked yet. But there we go. I think if I hit that robot, that would have given me the slam bonus, but like I said, I love this game just because it has such unique level varieties. The soundtrack is just banging, and while the story isn't the best, I don't think anyone really plays Sonic games with the story. It's more of like an added bonus there. But like I said, as you can see though, we're getting a lot of color bonuses right now. I don't think I can access this area yet, but we're gonna try. Well, I just messed that up royally. Oh well. Well, guess we're not getting that today. What? Oh yeah, it's just more boost. But yeah. We're just going through it. Every time you bounce on those balloons, if you're holding a top off, you just gain a little bit of extra height. Not much to say there. Oh, let's just take a blind shot here. Alright, so we're gonna try and get that red star ring. I'd like to shoot up here. Yep, got it. And we can go behind with Jade. hit that robot. That was a spinner enemy that first debuted in Sonic Unleashed. And we can go up here and get the secret exit, even though it's not really much of a secret exit, but... And there we go, we got our first S rank, ladies and gentlemen. Every time you get an S rank, 3 tokens will drop from the sky as a little bonus for saying, hey, good job, you got the best that there was. Aside from your typical Tails bonus as well. And another fun fact, depending on which rank you get, actually changes Sonic's stance he does at the end of there. But, now we completed Acts 5. We unlock J to use wherever we want now. That's another thing I briefly glossed over too. Once you unlock a new Wisp, you can use it anywhere in the game now, but we have to use it for the first time though. So now we first used the Jade Ghost Wisp, we can now use her wherever. And now let's head to Act 6. I always like how he does like a little warm up in the beginning of the stage. Adds a little character to him, you know? Even though we all know Sonic, but... Yeah, let me know how the gameplay footage capture is and all that stuff, guys. This is my first time recording on the Xbox. So far, the only thing I've recorded on was on the Wii U for Super Mario Galaxy. And then the inevitable switch when I start recording the differences for that, once I finish that game. But, as you can see, just a lot of levels here. A lot of the levels in Sonic Colors are actually pretty short. That's one of the criticisms the game got when it first came out originally. It's how the levels were just a little bit short. We're actually going to go up there and... knock out that egg pawn. I don't know if I ever went over his name, but yes, those robots are called egg pawns. Each level has a different one where, you know, because it's like a different setting, we'll have different egg pawns. It's a very slow-paced level. And plus, we still can't get everything yet, because those blocks can only be broken by wisps. And since, you know, we don't have any wisps over here, I think Spike gets unlocked once we see it, but... Not going to gloss over the free red star rings we have over here. And we just boosted the ring to clear Act 6. Maybe only a B rank. So yeah, the scoring system in this game is very weird, because while it is mostly based on points, sometimes you can get an S rank just by clearing the level fast enough. Not even mattering what red star rings you have. But... Oh, I think I didn't even talk about this yet. One of the abilities that... Oh, well, I'm just going to interrupt with different stuff. A new feature they added to Sonic Colors Ultimate was rival races you can do with Metal Sonic. This is not in the original game, and this content is exclusive to Sonic Colors Ultimate. So I think before we tackle the boss, we'll give Metal Sonic a run for his money real quick. And I love this because people have taken this soul image alone and just made a meme out of it. It's great. So basically, the way these Rival Rush races work is that you're just racing Metal Sonic to the end of the level. Doesn't matter how you get there, you just gotta beat him to it. And no matter what red star rings you collect, I think they also count towards your completion progress as well. So instead of jumping up to get that egg pawn, we're just gonna book it, because, you know, we gotta beat old Metalhead. Let you guys listen to the music a little bit. It's one of the weaker tracks in this game, but not bad considering they had to remake this from scratch. But one other detail I glossed over was that the cutscenes in this game, they did not remake them for Sonic Colors Ultimate. They took the cutscenes from the Wii version and just imported them. And, you know, changed it so it would run on, you know, Xbox, PS4, and Switch. But one little detail I noticed that I knew they were going to cut a corner with this remake, but sometimes, you know, it can't be a one-to-one perfect recreation. Like I said, we're just trying to beat old Metalhead to the goal here. We're not trying to do anything fancy. Because the AI can actually be pretty tough and unforgiving sometimes. Because just like that, he'll boost off and you won't even notice. He's like a little speck. I didn't go over this. One little section that you can do is right over here. You can platform up here, get a wisp, and those rods I showed earlier, if you use laser, they just kind of blast you off. Like I said, when you really know the levels like the back of your hand, the AI does not stand a chance. So our first race against Metal Sonic, we pretty much kicked his ass and took names. Even though he only got one name, but that's alright. And we get another achievement. Take that, me. You get that achievement, like it says there, beat a previous personal best on any level. I kind of forgot that was an achievement, to be honest. And, well, with that out of the way, get a check mark. And now, let's go tackle the boss at Tropical Resort. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first boss fight against Rotatatron. With this fight, you pretty much just gotta work your way up and hit him in the weak spot, hit him in the eye. But one thing I noticed from the trailers that I never knew about when I first played the game is that you can actually hit him in the arm and the laser will crawl up there and just smack him in the face. And you get an achievement if you take him less than 3 hits. And yeah, we kind of just kicked his ass, didn't we? Rotatatron did not stand a chance. 31 seconds. Wow, that's actually pretty quick. And that gets us another S rank, which should in turn get us another achievement. We're getting an S rank against the boss, I believe. But that might be only certain bosses, I don't know. But we kicked his ass and we took his name down the list. Ironic. Alright, some great foreshadowing there. You know, one thing I gotta say is how I love how they wrote Eggman just to be like the sassy, funny man with this game, and I'm all for it. But I don't think we did Rotatotron justice there, so why don't we run through that boss fight one more time to show what he's actually capable of? Because I feel bad that we killed him in literally 30 seconds, and he didn't really get a chance to hit us once. Rotatotron basically will just shoot lasers out from his eye, and, you know, his hands can hurt you, but to stop him from shooting lasers, you can actually boost into his hands to knock it off. And then you just gotta platform your way up to him. I glitched that platform. Okay, right as I said, I didn't experience any glitches. And you can just stomp through his eye. Well, next hit will stomp right through his eye. I really wish he would do that. Oh, well, alright. Note to self, you can't boost in the hands all the time. Like I said, you can then stomp down, smack him right in the face. Rotatotron, I really appreciate, but if you could do your attack, oh, where you use your lasers. Oh well. But you pretty much get the gist of it. And that was our second attempt at Rotatotron, which you don't have to fight him twice, but for showing everything there is to show in this game, I figured we'd fight him one more time. And I missed that park token. Oh well. But anyway, now that Rotatotron has been defeated, a couple more things to show off before we call it an episode is that welcome to the world map. Here we have all of our places to choose from, even though we can only go to 2 for right now. But like I promised, I wanted to show off the option satellite. Like I said, this game introduced customization features where you can customize Sonic in however way, shape, or form you like. For example, you can buy green gloves, you can make them wear cyan gloves, grid gloves, dotted gloves, cosmic gloves, rad gloves even, which I think is the 90s soda cup, or it could just be paint splatter, I could be wrong. Tie-dye gloves, tiger, you name it, they got it. And exclusive to the deluxe edition of this game is that I think I have it unlocked. I don't know if it counts over because I didn't buy it for this profile, but okay, yes we do have it. Alright, you have silver and gold shoes to equip right off the bat. And since the only reason why this remake even exists is because of the success the Sonic movie had itself that released in theaters last year. Due to that, they decided to pick the most, you know, easiest entry in the franchise, which is colors, but I'm all happy for it. And they gave you the exclusive Sonic movie boost to use, which as you can see makes his eyes blue and his quills light up just like in the movie. And they give him a special aura too, which, you know, like I said earlier, you can equip different auras to him as well, although those cost a little more. You got floral, ice, light even. But in order to beat Metal Sonic 6 times, we unlock this cool dark boost. And then there's a Sonic movie boost, which I'll probably show off in a bonus video. What I plan to do for now is that just have Sonic for the default journey, you know, keep him with the white shoes, red gloves that we all know him and love him for, up until once we beat the game. Then once we go back to beat the levels at every S rank, get the red rings we missed, that's when I will change him up and put some cool stuff on him. But for now, let's actually spend some park tokens here. Let's make our new customization icon here. Because another difference in the Wii version that we don't have here is that when they upgraded it to Sonic Colors Ultimate, they got rid of the save files. Because back on the Wii, once you hit Act 3 and you get that first cutscene, it gave you the option to save, where you can choose your icon picture, and where if you, I think, just chose a random save slot, it would give you the name of any random Sonic character, which, you know, then you can delete and name yourself. But I think for this playthrough, we'll go with... What icon we go with? On my personal file, I used this one right here of Sonic. Where is it? There it is. I used this one personally on my personal account. We're not going to purchase that one. Instead, let's use Super Sonic. Why not? And Tails will have a comment for every time. But as you can see here, what else we have in the satellite is that you can change the settings for the game, audio, controls, like I showed earlier. Shows video settings for brightness, and when it comes to player progress, you know, it shows you how many story acts we completed, Chaos Emeralds we have, but it shows we got a long way to go when it comes to the red star rings. It also shows the records for how far you've gotten in each act, your ranks you've obtained, your red star rings, and maybe just a little something if you get all the Chaos Emeralds. and how in the extras menu you can pretty much rewatch any cutscene you want that you've unlocked to this point and any soundtrack of music. But we'll go over that more in depth, what the extras have there at another time. But to give you guys a taste of what's in store next, tune in next time to Sonic Colors for when we start to tackle Sweet Mountain. As you can see, we're in for a very sweet ride ahead of us. See you guys then.